Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello there, welcome. Mr. Bonan is here. Today we will discuss about prime numbers. Now, basically, prime numbers is a part of whole numbers which has only two different factors. The factor is the number itself and one. That's a whole number. That's a prime numbers. Now, the question is, why do we learn prime numbers? Because basically all whole numbers, well, except 0 and 1, is a product of prime numbers. Now, let's go deeper about how to find prime numbers. Now, since that prime numbers has only two different factors, so it means that we can eliminate even numbers. Okay, this one, or at the beginning, we can eliminate 1. Then we can eliminate even numbers. What else? This one, okay, this one, and this one. And also, we can eliminate the multiples of 5. This one, okay. What else? We can eliminate the multiple of 3. 1. Anything else? Oh, this one. This is multiple of 3. Then this one. This is also multiple of 3. Anything else? Oh, yes, it's 39, actually. Anything else? 69, 78, 87, this, and this is. If we use sieve of Eratosthenes, 2, 3, done, 5, done. How about 7? Okay. Multiples of 7. We have 14's done, 21's done. What else? We have 49's here. Okay, we have 49's here, and we have 77 in here. Okay, that's a way, one of the way to find the prime numbers. Now, anything else? Anything else? Number that has more than 2 factors? Well, I don't think so. Now, this is if we want to use sieve of Eratosthenes. Now, we have other ways to find the prime numbers. Okay, we can learn we can find by learn the characteristic of a number. For example, the multiples of 2, multiples of 3, multiples of 4, multiples of 5, multiples of 6, multiples of 8, multiples of 9, multiples of 10, and multiples of 11. Okay, all of those multiples has their own characteristic. Well, you can find it there. Now, those way we call it identifying multiplication. See, that's it. I have given it to you, and this one. Now, the other ways to find prime numbers is by searching its square root. Okay, square root, basically square root is the anti-square or the inverse process of a square. It's a square root. For example, like this, square root, let's find. In this case, we want to find is 47 prime numbers or not. Okay. How? We find the square root of 47. It's about 6.9. After that, we find the closest prime numbers below 6.9. So we have 2, 3, and 5. We have 5. Just make 5. 47 now. Since that 47 is undivisible, okay, and divisible by 5, so it means that it's a prime numbers. Now let's check. How about 3,127? Okay, the square root of this. Okay, the square root of this. Square root of where? Okay, square root of 3,000. Sorry, square root of 3,127 is about, wait, I need help. Is about, wait a minute. Oh, it's about 55.9. 55.9. Now the prime numbers below 55.9, we have 53. Okay, we have 53. Now can 3,000, okay, divisible by 53, can or cannot? Let's prove it. 3, wait a minute, 3,127 divided by 53. The answer is 59. So 59. So it seems that 3,127 is a prime number, right? It seems. But when we prove with this way, this method, we found that 3,127 is not prime numbers. That's it. Okay. Now, let's go to the next, next lesson of prime numbers. Now, in prime numbers, we usually use, it's used for prime factorizations. Okay. Now, this is prime factorizations. Okay. If we, like this. Now, before we start, we learn prime factorization. Let's learn about the indices. Now, this is the indices. Okay. Okay. If there's a power of this is what we call it indices. Now, this one, for example, 1 kilobyte equals to 2 to the power of 10 bytes. Or if we want to find the speed of light, it means that 300 million meter per second equals to 3 times 10 power of 8 meter per second. Another example, okay? We're using this indices to find prime factorization. For example, 18 equal to 2 times 3 times 3, right? So it means 18 equals 2 times 3 squared. Now, how about this, 60? How could it be like this? Okay, now let's find it. This one. Okay, now we can find prime factorization by using 3-factor or table factor. Okay, I'm gonna make it big first. Now 60. How can we find 60? 60. Now, can 60 be divided by 2? Oh, yes, sir. Become 30. 10 divided by 2 again equals to 15. How about this? Divided by 3 equals to 5. Oh, so it means that this one, okay, so 60 equals to, wait a minute. Before we fill this, let's find with this. Now, if we're using table factors, it can be like this. 6 divided by 2, okay, it's it can equal to 30. 30 divided by 2 equals to 15. 15 divided by 2, can or cannot? Cannot. Okay. How about divided by 3? Oh, yes, divided by 3 equals to 5. Now, from this, Okay, this three factor and table factor, we may conclude that 60 equals to 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. Or we can call it 2 squared times 3 times 5. Now, this is what we call with the building blocks, uh, something like that. If we want to like this, and like this, we can do like this. Okay. Now, you may choose one of this method to find prime factorizations. It's all yours. And I think that's it for our lesson today about the prime factorization. Now, if you have any further question, you may ask me in this email or this number. Okay. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon. May God always be with us. Amen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.